I see that memory card. You can't side that away from me.
It's part of how we could do this in co-op.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it rolls when we all live on, like, completely far off sides of this country.
Yeah.
We kind of have to rely on Parsec to even do these co-op shenanigans.
Oh, no, I'll give you that.
So, that being said, welcome back to Ape Escape Pumpkin Prime. Today, Natalie and her grandpapa are going to be joining forces, or duking it out with each other, in this next string of gladiator games.
Round
Stun
two.
Clubs 2. Electric Boogaloo.
And I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, the Professor is honestly the worst character in the game.
He is very stocky and has very, very limited mobility.
I mean, he's an old man.
I'm guessing you could say he was neither pumped nor primed.
No.
He's past his prime, actually.
Yeah.
But that being said, the primary reason is that, yeah, when it comes to the stunt club stuff, his hammer is a little unwieldy, for lack of a better word. And he's the only character, as far as I'm aware, that can only do. He can't double jump. He can't even triple jump. He can only do one hop.
All he can is two.
To be fair, that hammer does it look like it would do damage. Especially with the spin
I'm sure it
move.
probably does.
I'm sure it does. It's just that it is a little unwieldy. Though
That's
I do
fair.
believe you actually can grab other characters with it.
It looks really stiff.
As you saw there, he only really has like a vertical slash or a vertical bonk.
Meanwhile, you have Natalie, played by Logan.
I thought she was played by Misty.
I got me some cool combo moves, and this is the part where I learned that the stunt club is actually in this version anyway. The stunt club has more to it than just the single, than just your usual swing and bonking.
Swing and spin.
Swing and spin. You can actually like set up counters and like charge moves to do more damage.
Yep, if you actually click on the R3 button, or click on the right stick, as it should usually be called, you can literally do stuff like that.
Oh jeez.
I never understood why it's called the R3 button or the L3 button.
I guess because you already have R1 and R2, so that to them is considered like the third button choice.
Sweetheart, go easy on me.
No
way!
You never gave me an allowance. You said my allowance was the reward of a job well done. Call him bullshit.
And I mean, yeah, she did put in a job well done. She literally whooped my butt.
Finally. So there we go.
Never say that Logan doesn't do his fair share for this playthrough.
I am genuinely enjoying my time. It's only up till when we had to make a truce in order to get out of this alive. That was the only time that I held back, quote unquote.
Yeah. Basically what we did for that whole thing. I mean, we can elaborate on it again later, but basically what we ended up saying is that whoever gets the first win can win the rest of them.
Yeah, I
Right,
heard you mention that. Yeah.
Well, we did mention the first round thing. I did forget about that part. Is we at least for the first round we still gave it our all, but otherwise, compromises had to be made.
I will actually say regarding the Professor, even though he kind of sucks with his quote-unquote stunt club and his overall mobility, I think he is a little better with the Skyflyer than most characters, so at least there's that.
Yep.
I mean, he's got 2 propellers as opposed to 1, so he's
Fair.
likely to, nick someone off the sky.
I feel like he kind of needs the second propeller because of how fat he is.
Oh,
Big
come on
boom.
now, I'm losing the weight.
Thinning.
Yeah, but you're not losing it fast enough, old man.
I mean, we really stop and think about it. Being in the virtual world, and they already outright say you can never get injured inside the virtual world. Do you think it would still make for a good fitness program?
Depends.
Maybe.
I mean, are they doing?
You can
are they
never
using
get
electro-
injured. So,
Oh, no.
You can never get injured physically, but that doesn't mean they can't hurt you emotionally.
That is true. Very, very true. I will also say, for those that are wondering, rest assured, after we're done with this part, every other minigame from here on onward is not going to worry about sticking to just one gadget only. It'll more or less be free-for-alls from here on out, just with slight changes in the environment to reflect that.
These are just extended tutorials.
At most, they're just going to recommend that you stick to a certain gadget if...
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Fall, old man.
That is the destructive power of the fucking red missiles right there, and,
Alright, that's it. Who am I going to have?
What was that, Matt? I'll be your servant this evening. What would you be having? Fall.
That doesn't sound like something you could eat.
And at that point, the Professor's like, that's it. I'm getting me mallet.
Mallet.
So...
Icky, I don't think we ever asked you. because this is in the virtual world with corruptions and stuff happening. Did you see that trailer for the Adult Swim Cartoon Network thingy learning with Hibby?
Saw clips of it on Twitter. Honestly, don't care.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not gonna deny that, like, it looks well put together, but the overall premise...
Get out
Oh,
here.
boy. I was about to say, it looks well put together, and I know that there are people that are genuinely excited for it. Personally speaking, I feel like the premise is a little bit is already too played out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
honestly,
childhood,
going
but
to say,
evil.
it's a premise that we've seen a lot of.
And besides, we all know that the whole, like, situation isn't really as severe as we think it is. All you need is just a giant pencil to erase it.
Ha ha ha.
Very simple. All
Or,
we
you know,
need
just
is-
to soft reset the computer. Or, like, hard reset.
all we need is Hugh Neutron.
Factory settings.
You know, Jimbo, I once dealt with a interplanetary destructive force myself.
Although I nearly lost my faith until the ducks arrived.
I was about to like have some random thing, and long story short, that's how I came to enjoy ducks so much.
I thought...
And that's how I met your mother.
Oh, damn it, that was what I was about to lead into. It's like, you know, I once faced an eldritch creature myself, and that's how you were conceived.
Also, as a
What?
reminder, everybody, you cannot get injured in the virtual world.
But you do still have a health bar.
You just get really big boo-boos.
But you have to be careful though, because I think if at any point in time in these minigames your health does reach all the way to the bottom, you're just disqualified and you just get to watch everyone else play.
Ah, so it's like Crash Bash.
I mean,
I guess.
it really. This
Yeah.
is the better Crash Bash.
It's the Crash Bash. It's the cooler. There's Crash Bash, then there's the cool Crash Bash.
It's the Crash Bash Crash wishes it could be.
Honestly, yeah. Which again, I'm wondering, do you see them making an insane
Ouch.
edition Crash Bash?
No.
I want those 10 coins. I want those 10 coins.
Not anytime soon, no.
Considering the shit going on in Activision and Blizzard, I have no hopes.
Fair.
First off, I messed up with my initial joke about the whole, like, you know, dying and you have to watch the whole match carry on without you. I meant to say boom bang, not bash.
Oh,
my goodness.
Crash,
I mean-
I forgot. Oh, right.
Well, then Crash Boom Bang was more of a Mario Party knockoff than Crash Bash was.
Yeah?
Ah, rats. I forgot. You're supposed to glide in there to try and get those coins.
Just
no
Crash
matter,
Bash sucked.
you win.
Just or not, both of them sucked.
It was rough.
I have 2 copies of Crash Boom Bang for some reason.
You have 2
Why
copies.
did you
Icky,
have two
why?
copies of Crash Boom Bang?
I don't know why.
Did you
Yeah,
have a friend
just-
that also played Crash Boom Bang?
No.
I just say, like, as far as, like, my opinion between the two, like, Bash, I think, is poorly executed, but it does have promise within its premise. Boom Bang is just flat out irredeemable.
I'd also say in Crash Bash's defense, like, it's a decent enough time sink with friends, but if you're playing it solo, then it's not really that great.
So I was trying to ask a little bit earlier, but I was looking for an opening in the conversation. But
Sorry,
did this
bad
come
cat.
out before or after Ape Escape 3?
This was before Ape Escape 3. Funnily enough, I want to say it was like it was a year or so difference, and it's actually funny because the song that's playing during the Slingshot minigames here actually does return for 3.
It does?
Yeah, the Wild West world.
Yeah,
Oh.
I figured that
Huh.
this song would be used for a Wild West theme somehow.
Did they reuse other music tracks?
Dead offhand, I can't remember any. This is the one that immediately comes to mind.
I'm dead offhand.
I mean, admittedly, the only music track that I can really name offhand from Ape Escape 3 that I recognize from that game is Mount Amazing.
Mount Amazing was pretty good.
Oh, I love it so much.
Like, the soundtrack in general for Ape Escape 3 is honestly pretty damn sweet.
Well, I mean, it's the same guy who did Ape Escape 1 and this game.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the Apis Escapist guy.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to some of my personal favorites, I still get a kick out of the second theme that plays in Tomoki City.
Tomoki City is the final level?
Second to last.
Oh, the penultimate, like the crumbling castle.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ugh.
That takes place in the future, but we can get more into that when we actually play. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Who won?
Nobody.
Damn!
Well,
Logan won.
Hooray!
Okay.
It was a close finish.
Logan, the low man.
Josh,
Yes! She beat up an old man!
then...
we watched it all, and it's here available on virtual video now.
Dude.
Aw, damn it.
Do we have? Oh no.
Somebody bring out the lifeboats.
Do we have to keep
not ready for
showing
this.
you the same lesson, old man? teaching you to sing lessons, are you?
Yeah, it's fine.
You children today just don't have no appreciation for boats.
It's time for more boating, and he does got a boat. He has a surfboard.
Do you ever find it? Am I the only one that finds it kind of weird that Spike and Helga are the only two characters that are on boats that actually face the appropriate direction?
Yeah.
I mean,
Unfortunately for us, the controls are never reversed to mirror this.
No, they're not.
well, I mean, in Ape Escape 1 and 2, the boats usually have you rowing backwards anyways. Like, you have the character facing the camera, but you're floating, away.
I don't know. I just find that, like, what's the benefit in actually rowing backwards as opposed to keeping forward while rowing?
I guess because my guess is because it allows you to, when you're rowing the boats, I want to say, I'm trying to remember how okay, I think I understand how.
See you later, suckers. I'm taking a shortcut.
Wait,
Hi,
shortcut.
youngin.
I believe now that I just mirrored the motion myself, I believe I know why. It's because when you're facing that direction, you get to focus more of your force on pushing the water away from you rather than trying to pull the water towards you and behind the boat. It's like the way that Natalie's facing here. In order for her to propel herself forward, she needs to push. She needs to put the
Dang it!
She needs
Get
to put the
back here,
propellers.
granddaughter of mine!
Too late!
Damn it.
Basically,
You're
basically,
grounded.
just to put the oars in front of her and then pull so that that the oars are going behind. I don't know. I'm sure there's some forceful reasoning for why it's easier on your arms to be pushing the water from that direction than the other way.
Yeah.
But thank goodness we were able to muck around and get myself a win for round 2, part 1.
Something hydrodynamics.
So, who's ready for the second round of round 2?
Wait, what?
Round 2, part 2.
Not,
Yeah, the
Guys,
naming
we're-
could be a little better on
Round
these.
two.
because we're not
As
done
long as
yet.
we don't go into
God.
Homestuck territory of round 3, part 3, chapter 2.
However, you all know the dealio by now. We're dealing with our second boss for the game.
And who's the boss this time?
And it's the only reason why Matt's here, to be perfectly real.
Yes!
Because it's time for our new villain to show up on the scene.
New villain.
You?
Whoa.
This is literally the de facto villain of Ape Escape.
What in God's
Well,
name?
new villain to this game out of nowhere.
Hold on, I want to hear him.
Okay.
And he brought another gorilla mech from the first game.
Wait, you don't mean this is...
Because that worked so well the first 2 times he did it.
Also, it's got legs.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Just give it a bit. He'll pop up.
Oh.
And Jimmy's like, I see you before.
Jimmy isn't even here.
Yeah, kind of weird they didn't bring back Jimmy.
I guess he's taking care of Pepochi.
Here we go!
That's right. It is I, Specter.
Crispin!
Yep, that's definitely Zeta.
Hey there. I'll say I think I enjoy his Spectre the most.
I mean, it's a delicious take for sure. I don't think it's that fitting for Spectre, though.
You like the higher pitch, like the war. Why he said, "Oh."
I'm a little bit split because I definitely love how much he hams it up. But I agree with James that I kind of think a lighter pitched voice fits him a bit more.
Like, I do still, like, honestly, say whatever you will about Spectre in this game. I think it is a good voice. But I do think when it comes to Spectres, I think someone along the lines of D. Bradley Baker did the best job with him.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I
The
love...
first voice I can think of when it comes to Spectre is D. Bradley Baker. Even though I've only heard him in that role once.
Yeah.
The guy that voiced him in the remake.
I don't recognize you.
Oh, that's right, you're not my peepo monkeys!
You're fakers. All of you.
Who are these bootlegs within my presence?
Oh,
It's like, you're not peepo monkeys. In fact, I'm not even sure you're even monkeys to begin with. You look like a crocodile.
I'm still going to say, I think my favorite Crispin thing is when he was in, what was it? He was in, he mentioned the weirdest outtake he ever did, or the weirdest line he ever had to say, was actually a line he made, where he played Lord Balmung in, the Dot Hack anime. And, the line there, he is, like, asking, hey, what's this line supposed to be? Like, this place looks really swinging? Well, we want to make Balmung sound a little, dorky and, like, out of the loop because he's technically an old man. Play the lip flaps for me. Alright, I got it. Beep, beep, beep. This shindig looks like the bomb diggity.
So,
That's an actual line.
What's the bong diggity?
Yep, this shindig
So,
looks like the bomb diggity.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the Specter fight, I am playing as a Peepo Monkey.
Wait,
Oh,
we're
boy.
running away from the thing?
That's how it's set
Technically,
up.
we can run away from him, but we just gotta, we just gotta nick his feet.
Oh, just notice we have skateboards.
You just gotta
Yeah,
clip his
these
toenails.
are our super hoops
Anyway,
right now.
I'll stop with my obsession with Kristen Freeman. But just going to say again, I love your work, Kristen Freeman.
On the off chance he
You'll
watches.
find
I'm pretty
One
sure
day.
Crispin Freeman loves your work too.
Oh no!
I doubt it. I doubt he even knows I
just gotta
exist.
fly that one.
I do want to meet him one day, though.
That'd be neat.
If I'm there, I will point you out in the crowd and go, "Hey, Crispy Man! It's my friend Matt! He knows you!"
Crispy Man Mega.
I'm sorry, just... Do you think any of his friends in the community
Oh,
ever
God.
give him the nick...
Bye, Logan.
I was about to say, like... Do you think any of Crispin's friends in the voice acting industry ever give him the nickname Krispy Kreme?
Cream.
Jesus.
I mean, now they're going to if this gets around too quickly, man.
Crispy Fried Man.
But no, I do want to meet. I do
I
want
can't
to
decide.
meet Crispin one day. Like he is just.
So,
he,
I will say regarding the... Go ahead.
Oh, my, look at...
he is just an icon to me. He's one of my favorites.
Ow!
I wouldn't
Like-
mind being able to meet him and have him do his Zeta voice.
Yeah. Honestly, just going to say again, he is my favorite voice actor. Like bar none. I do apologize all other voice actors that I know, but he is
Or,
just my
what the-
favorite.
You're
Actually,
allowed to have favorites
shit.
over others.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's fine. That's your preference. Like, I'm sure he voiced characters you enjoy, and I'm sure from interviews or things you've seen, he's a very nice, calm, chill dude.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, like
seems
I was
awesome.
about to say, like, what was the name of the guy from Big O that he voiced? Alan?
The guy from what again?
Big O?
Big O. Yeah. Alan Gabriel. Yeah,
Yes,
that's one
that
of my
guy.
favorite roles of his.
Yeah.
And done.
It took me a while to realize that
Alan
was actually
Gabriel!
Armor destroyed.
So, I will say this much regarding the bosses. Jake and Specter are the only real bosses this game actually has, save for, like, one exception.
Really?
Jake more or less repeats most of his motions, though Specter himself, his boss fights differ each and every time.
Which
Oh,
is
so he
good.
changes up his strats every time.
Yeah, he'll
Different
still
mechs and
use
stuff.
the Goliath armor, but in many different ways.
Wait a minute, didn't they reuse this winter screen music for Ape Escape 3's, like, results?
I'm going to guess that they reuse a lot of stuff for Ape Escape 3.
If not reuse, I'd say outright remix, because a lot of riffs and motifs in this game definitely take their cues from the first Ape Escape game, which is appropriate
Yeah.
considering most of the cast is from the first Ape Escape.
Huh.
Anyway,
All
now
right,
for round
Round 2, part 2. Here we go.
And today we're gonna stick to playing as the monkeys.
You'll get the idea.
Why are we in balloons in the digital world?
So I will say regarding the Team Monkey real quick, they actually don't play anything like the regular People Monkey, who is again a Spike clone. They have their own little gizmos and gadgets to deal with. Like for example, I've already brought it before that you can play as like any one of the 5 monkeys at any given time, and they each have their certain perks depending on like if they're faster or they can punch harder, they shoot better, etc. I know with the Team Monkey, their stunt club is a literal punching bag. Their dash hoop is a literal skateboard. Their dragonfly is a literal rocket attached to their backs, and so on and so forth.
What the fuck's going on here?
I want to ask, because I saw there with both Team Monkey and the Peepatrons, there's like different skins based on like the different variants. Would you say that any one of those variants has like a clear advantage over the other, or would you say they're like balanced, or there's like no real difference?
I would outright say the only major sense of balance I can think of that's noticeable is with the Cyan Pants Monkey, who's kind of pathetic in almost every regard. I think you're only meant to play as him if you want to get more points on your story mode score. Either that, or he might also be able to charge up his special meter faster, which is something that won't come into play until later. That being said, Team Monkey wins.
You can't do none of that Bowser's in the
Now,
lava
all 4
land.
other
to-
monkeys in that team have to participate in minigame. and
I
win.
failed miserably at that. I could not handle myself on that board.
Actually, that's right. That it was sort of just moving itself around like the fucking second Bowser arena in Mars.
Yeah, Bowser.
4.
That's what I meant by
Or
land, the
sea
Fire and Sea, right? But yeah, apart from that, again, the different variants have, I want to say, certain stats. I'm gonna just look that up right now. Just dispel any of that vagueness from our minds.
Okay. That's completely fair. We're just going through our second and only other time we're using the RC car. Because again, aside from these minigames, it's probably the most situational power-up you have.
We never will use this one given the option to.
Also, this minigame's incredibly dangerous.
Isn't
Yep,
now?
because the way
But
this
you
works is you go for it. Describe it.
You can blow up the floor.
Oh no!
And
Yeah, the RC cars also work like bombs.
I remember there was like this like kids game when I was younger. I think it was called Icebreakers. It looked a lot like this, except without monkeys and children running around collecting points on top.
No, I remember that board game. Yeah, it had like the polar bear or the penguin that like you had to go on the side. So the idea was you had to like use a little teeny hammer and knock the ice down without knocking him down.
Yeah.
One of my favorite
Yeah.
things is that, what's their name? Fucking Smosh did this pretty funny video of them them trying to, what was it? Damn it. Alright. They did this one game of them trying to, they're playing the game ice-themed and all that, and they're just like, why are we playing this game again? And then one of them just goes, so, I never got to play it as a kid because my school forbade because people got too violent playing the game. Oh.
And the professor won.
Ouch!
Huh. Oh no.
But no, it's like, he says it so solemnly, it makes me laugh, so.
Jeez, I sucked.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, we did not do too hot on that, so we're gonna have to really step it up for the next 2 rounds. We want to get out of this chapter.
Thankfully, the next two mini games are the ones that I think are more or less assured we could probably cheese if we wanted to.
Would you say this is around the time where, like, if not this round, then maybe the next round is around the time where they start getting a little bit more strict with the point requirements?
Not yet. I don't I think we already brought up before that point requirements don't start getting super strict until like right around the finals.
Okay.
What the fuck are some
Okay.
of these tanks?
Also, yeah, I do like how I'm literally on I can't even tell what the heck the Team Monkeys are riding on, but the Peepotrons are riding on what look like heartless horses. Or not,
shadow
heartless
creature.
whales.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see
Shadow
that.
Shark.
And honestly,
that, like the color palette and stuff.
what Team Monkey is driving kind of looks like something I can expect a Koopaling to drive.
It does kind of look like some sort of mini sub for the Koopalings. Also, I forgot to mention this earlier, but the whole being able to charge it, like that whole charge up mechanic, is sort of like your little sampler for the game's special moves. Just the special moves in general. Where the more damage you rack up or take, the more that your special meter fills up, and then once it fills up a certain amount, then you'll be able to activate a super special move, which can really that can either do one of two things: can make you activate a certain special attack depending on your orientation of gadgets, or it could call upon a friend.
Okay. Now it's just Munko a Munko.
And again, you'll be seeing more of our you'll be seeing more use of that in the later thing.
Killjoy.
You'll be seeing more said the monkey. Anyway, it just looked like the lip sync we were doing that. Anyway, you'll see more use of that super meter in the later stages when we get to, use it more liberally.
Alright, so we're kind of at the last stretch. We have so much left to fill, and again, after this is when we're pretty much all hell breaks loose, so let's just make the most of this as we can.
Tanks atop the tankers.
And again, I will say it will become a lot. Because again, basically treat this all as like some extended. Wow. Oh,
I love how jittery their tanks are.
I can still drive on the street just fine.
Before I forget, something I noticed, like when you were like doing right before when it was like showing off the characters, I noticed that like with Team Monkey, the characters that you used in a previous game are like blocked out, which means you probably can't use them anymore. But the Peepotrons, you can use those three like however much you want. Like,
the only reason why you saw that happen now was so for the Peepletron, so for the Team Monkey, there are 5 monkeys to choose from. and it wants you to exhaust all options. But James pointed out in part 1, once you've exhausted all your options, it refreshes so you can pick any one you want again. So since we're on round 4, the first 3 rounds we used all 3 Peopletrons. So now I was able to use... So basically, round 1... So yes, the Peopletrons do fall under that same rule, just by round 4, the refresh has already been hit. If you betray me, James, I swear to God.
No, again, he's the enemy, and he must be taken out.
If you
Okay,
betray
now
me,
it's
James, I swear to God.
Okay, but now it's anything goes.
Now it's war.
Where are you?
Ow! Jesus! Stop it!
Coochie.
I have feelings, you know.
Oh, Lord!
There you go.
I have no mouth, yet I must eek.
I have no
Never say
mouth,
that
but I
again.
must eat.
I mean, he's a monkey.
See, Kiki, or I don't know, something, whatever. Did we get enough points for you to get through it? Ooh, just barely.
enough.
I literally just touched the tape.
Fine. Now I'm glad that
Alright.
Yeah, fine. Now,
So with that said,
yeah.
sorry.
I was saying, just by that, now I am glad I lost, because if I had won, we wouldn't have been able to get through this. What next now, James?
Yeah. All right. So with that said, the preliminaries of the high-tech tournament are more or less over. So we get to go into the semifinals next. Actually, not next part, because next part we're going through our second of the 2 intermission stages. Who's ready for some more monkey madness?
I can't wait.
Till next time, everybody.
And I promise I'll do my best to stay through the whole thing.
Let's all go to the lobby.